Yesterday I watched a video on YouTube by the Angry Quad. If you don't know who the Angry Quad is, you need to look him up on YouTube. If you're interested in making any kind of physical progress, he works really hard, and be warned, he does swear a lot, but sometimes you have to. But he said something yesterday. He said the wheelchair is not working for him. It's kind of funny, but it's real and to the point. We have to use these wheelchairs. They get us around, they help us out. But I've been injured a very long time, since I was 15. And I have a lot of things to be thankful for. A lot of people won't understand this, but the wheelchair being one of them. So when I say this next thing, it's not that I'm not thankful, but I actually hate this wheelchair. I mean, I'm not supposed to, wasn't made to be in a wheelchair. I want to try and do some exercises that can get me to be in the wheelchair less. Will I ever be done with a wheelchair completely? I can't honestly say yes or no. But I can always be better. If we're quadriplegics or paraplegics, we can always try to do a little bit more, try to be a little bit better. The Angry Quad, you really should look him up on his channel. He talks a lot about getting out of your wheelchair and getting on the floor and working on your core. I mean, if you think about it, you're sitting in a wheelchair all day long. Your body is mainly in one position. You become tight. You don't move around apart from the wheelchair moving you around. Just imagine you're in your wheelchair 8 to 10 to 12 hours a day. Imagine if you could start getting on the floor or some other way out of your wheelchair, stretching out and just trying to move, trying to roll from side to side, trying to sit up. Yeah, and when you try that, it might not work. You might try it for 5 or 30 minutes and you'd be like, this is worthless. But if you keep trying, say for 1 week, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, you're gonna get better. What you're trying to do, you're going to slowly start doing it. I know a lot of people don't believe that, but your body was made to work. We got, all of us have spinal cord injuries. Some of us got in some serious accidents. Mine was a diving accident, and we break our necks and our spinal cords get damaged. And our bodies in this life will never be 100% the way they were. But for me and for a lot of other people out there, we know that we can be better than we are at the moment. But the way to be better, it's not by some miracle surgery or you're just going to wake up one morning and everything's better. If you actually want to be better than you are, you have to exercise, you have to train your body to move, your limbs, your arms, your legs. And you might train today and it might feel horrible and you'll be like, this is worthless, I'm wasting my time. But you keep doing it, and over time you move a little bit better and a little bit better. And I'm no expert on fitness and training, but I mean, our bodies were made to function in a certain way, and they may have to rely on a wheelchair, and we may be limited, but if your body was made to move a certain way, and you can find a way to train the way your body was made to move, your body is going to respond to that. I encourage you to keep fighting, don't give up, and And don't fret too much about days past that you're like, man, I wasted a lot of time. I could have did so much. Don't worry about that. Focus on today. What can you do today? I personally, some days I get in a funk, and some days I lack motivation, and the day goes by and I barely do anything. And you think, well, I need an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. The more you do, the better. But if you can figure out some exercise, whatever it is, whether it's for your shoulders, for your arms, for your legs, for your core, for your hands, if you figure out some exercise that's going to work, that you can take 5 minutes or 15 minutes a day and do that every day. Do it for a week, then do it for 2 weeks. And then figure out other exercises. You're going to be better than you are. I'm open that there are some people out there that will know what I'm talking about. And as I show some of the exercises I do that are by no means perfect, they by no means have perfect posture, the perfect form, but they're a lot better than doing nothing. Even if in doing them I'm made some bad habits in the way I do them. But I'm hoping there are some people out there that will see what I'm trying to do, and they may be smarter than me. And they may reach out to me and say, hey, I see what you're trying to do. Here's a better way that you can do that and push for that goal and achieve that. And here's a better way to train that group of muscles. And it's going to help your arms work better, your legs work better, your core work better. Also open, there's people out there that they know they can be better, but they think there's just not a way to do it. It can't be done. So what's the use of trying? I'm open that I can encourage you to try and don't give up. And because, what are our options? We can try to get stronger. We can try to train. And like I said, it's not all going to come just you have one good workout day and then everything's going to be better. But you got to put in the time and the effort. Get a journal or a calendar and write down what you worked on, and then look at it. Be like, wow, this week I worked on this, and after you train, you do, whether you make improvements or not. But if you train, you will make improvements. It's logical. You train something, your body responds. You do something, results come from it. But after you're done training, when you had to fight to find that motivation, you're just going to feel better about yourself. Because the days that I don't force myself to train and I go to bed at night, I'm like, man, I could have did better. I could have did something. And I kind of get bummed out about it, but compared to the other days that I do train, even when it's hard to train, it's like, yes, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So don't give up. If you have any questions or tips or suggestions for me, please let me know. We can be better than we are. Thank you for listening.